Welcome to Ignorance Unleashed with your host Salvatore Cavalieri. In just 10 minutes, enjoy no-nonsense insights with a dash of humor and absurdity, approved by his psychiatrist and wife because they agree he needs this outlet.
All right. Hey. All right. So today we're going to talk about numbers again. Okay. And these are the numbers that should wake you up, and should motivate you to do investments. Okay. So I just put out a video regarding different ratios, investment ratios. And those are scenarios that I put in the video. We show that some properties, even with negative cash flow, or just break-even cash flow, which is very common, especially in Florida these days, it is still a great return. Now, the trick to that is because the investor has to do the homework. Okay, the trick to that is that you need to buy, like anything, in a good zip code, in a good neighborhood, in a place where jobs are diverse, in a place where investment is going in, not going out, where population is moving in, not moving out, where there is growth, or is about to have growth. Okay, so we have a tool in the office that I created. I downloaded the growth rate and negative growth, or no growth, actually, better said, for about 17,000, all the zip codes in the United States. And you can see over the years amazing zip codes that they are very stable. The trend is always on the up. Some others are just like this. Some of them like this and then shoot up. Some of them are flat dead. So where are you investing? Okay, so cash flow is excellent. I love cash flow, but cash flow may not and will not have to be the determining factor when you buy a property. Okay, because a cash flow, negative cash flow, can be turned into positive cash flow if you know what you're doing. Okay, so are you buying a property in a neighborhood or zip code that is growing, expanding, more people moving in, diverse jobs, an airport being expanded, a port that is growing, or everybody's leaving town because they're scared? And you think there's a good opportunity? Really, I don't think so. Okay, so where are you investing? You need to know that very well. Negative cash flow can be negative at the beginning, but are you picking up in a property that it is a C property in a B neighborhood, for example, that you can improve, invest, and turn into a B property, maybe even an A, who knows, maybe not, but at least a B. So when you hear those gurus around there that just talk about cash flow, they're lying to you, actually. They're buying, and many of them are buying with negative cash flow at the beginning, but they have a plan. They know that they're picking up this property in a good neighborhood, a good zip code that is going to grow, and they have a plan to turn that property around. They're going to improve it, they're going to paint it, they're going to do some improvements, parking lots, putting washer and dryers. Who knows what they're doing? They're going to have some kind of plan and turn this property into a better equity position so the price goes up. And with the price going up, guess what? You can pull money out, you can reinvest, you can leave it there. Okay, so if you're going to buy those properties and you just think that cash flow is the only thing and you have an equity that is flat, you're asking yourself for trouble, because the property is not getting any younger, it's getting older. Items are being used, washers, dryers, water heaters, they're getting older, roofs getting older. You have storms now more common. So all those things are going to create expenditures. So you need to pull from somewhere. So you need a property that increases in value, that is located in a solid zip code. Okay, so with that said, you have cases where you have negative cash flow, but equity going up, and the return on the investment, look at my previous video, is there. So a lot of investors, they call themselves investors. They are not. They are novices. They just don't know what they're doing. Okay. Besides that, if you have a negative cash flow at the beginning, not forever, but at the beginning, okay, guess what? Grow a pair of balls. Buy what is negative, and then have a plan, turn it around, and go from there. Those two buildings were very challenging. All of them were falling apart. We turned them around and increased the equity tremendously. I won't say numbers tremendously, but they were not jewels by far. In this one, in one of the two, in this one, this building, they called me, they were going to kill me because I was improving the building. Okay, so I grew a pair of balls. So what I tell you is what it is. Okay, and if you don't like it, fine, good, keep on going. But equity appreciation is extremely important for your investment. It's going to want to save your ass when sometimes rents go down. There's some periods where rents really go down. So maybe equity will save your butt. Okay, so that general knowledge all over the cash flow is king. Yeah, it's extremely important. Okay, but negative cash flow can also turn into positive when you don't have a plan. And number two, you have some tax advantages that you can write off because of that. So it can help you somewhere else. Okay, so with that said, let me show you one formula that's called the cash throw-off. Okay, the cash throw-off formula shows you a lot of other values that they are not being taught. I didn't learn this in finance school. Okay, I didn't learn this in a master's. I learned this in the School of Hard Knocks by mentors, by a very important mentor in the industry. Okay, so let me show you this ratio that is extremely important. Okay, there you go. Let me explain this formula. This is the cash throw-off formula. This is the formula you need to run when you are considering buying a property. If you don't run this formula, you're doing a half-ass job. Okay, so let's put it this way. So this is my rough formula. It's not pretty. This is what it is. But anyway, it's functional. It does what it's supposed to do. Okay, so let's look at this property. This is year one, of course. These numbers may change a little bit. This number should go up as the years go as the property gets older, as the investment grows older. Okay, so this number here is what you're gonna see. What you're gonna see here, which is the amortization. Okay, so don't pay much attention. Let's go over the formula. Cash flow. Let's assume this property has a negative cash flow of $7,346.28. So this is about $700, almost $700 loss per month, right there. If I would be presenting this to any novice investor, they will wet their pants. They just pee on them and they will just be scared. Okay? They just be scared. They will not invest. Okay? But look at the next number. This particular property had an appreciation of almost 21 grand in that year alone. Okay, besides that, this property had $2,100 of depreciation benefits. Okay, and then over a period of a year, the principal was amortized. That means that you paid part of what you owe. You paid $1,691. Okay, the total investment, which is down payment, plus closing costs, was $30,250. When you divide those numbers, the $17,340 over the $30,250 gives you a throw-off of 57%. Isn't that juicy? 57%? That is extremely juicy investment. So for the people out there that don't believe that negative cash flow is always negative, that they believe that negative cash flow is always negative, come on, here are the numbers. Copy this formula. Okay. I am so obsessed with this because I see a lot of people losing money, and I'm writing a book that is gonna go deeper into this formula and other formulas that people are just not looking at when they're making investments. But anyhow, here's the proof. With 7,000 loss per year, still they're returning super high, and it's very, very juicy property. So would you grow a pair and buy it or not? Put it in your comments below. Thank you.